So this is the next section over graphing inequalities. This is also worth 10 points on your mastery test. So let's just go ahead and graph these. We'll do it by hand first and then by calculator second. So here we have y is less than 1/3 x plus 2. This is also in slope-intercept form. So we know that we're going to start with our y-intercept. In this case, it is our b, and here it's a 2. So we're going to go up to 2, and we'll start there. Our slope, rise over run, is 1/3. So that tells us we're going to rise 1 and we're going to run 3. So from this 2, we're going to rise 1 and we're going to run 3. Rise 1, run 3, rise 1, run 3. We can also go back here and go the opposite direction. Down 1 and left 3, down 1 and left 3. So let's use our ID. If you have a ruler, go ahead and use that. Go ahead and draw this. But before we draw that, this is a less than symbol, less than symbol. So remember, if it's less than, it is not less than or equal to. It's just a less than. That means our line is going to be a dotted line because it does not include the values that are on that line. So when you do this, be very careful to make sure it looks like a dotted line so that we can tell that you knew that it does not include those values. So we have our dotted line, and we are shading, this is a less than, which means we're going to shade below our line. So our solution set is found in the area that is shaded but does not include that line. Okay, when it's a dotted line, it does not include that line. So let's go ahead and take a look in our graph. I know it's a little bit harder to see, but you can at least double check that you did the line part right. So there is a way to do inequalities in your calculator, but just in the interest of time right now, we're just going to look at how the line is going to look. So we can just type in alpha y equals enter 1/3 x plus 2. We just want to make sure that our line looks right. So it's going to look a little bit crazy, remember, because in our last problem that we did, we zoomed out. So I'm going to hit zoom 6, and it's going to fix it, make it look normal for us. So we just want to make sure that the line that we graphed and the line here look the same. It does. So we know that we at least have the line right. And so what's going to be tricky for you guys is to remember that this is a dotted line with a shading below. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Remember, y equals mx plus b. So we have y is less than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 4. So we start with our b. b is positive 4, so I'm going to start here at 0, go up to positive 4, plot my first point. Now my slope here, it's already a fraction, so I'm just going to attach my negative sign up here. I could also put it at the 3 if I wanted, but just for now we're going to start there. So we have our rise over run. Our rise is negative 2, meaning we're going to go down 2. And we're going to run positive 3 here. Down 2, positive 3. Down 2, positive 3. And from here, if we had moved that negative to the bottom, 2 over negative 3, we would go up 2 and left 3. Up 2 and left 3. Okay, so go ahead and go graph that. So here we have our less than or equal to sign. So remember, when it's or equal to, you see this extra line here, that tells us it's going to be a solid line. Okay, so we're going to go through and we're just going to make this a normal solid line. And this is a less than or equal to, so remember, less than means we're going to shade below that line. And it also includes everything in this area. Sorry, my marker's going out. In this area and on that line.